Hey YouTube, what's up? It's early as all hell, it's still dark out, but technically it's not supposed to be. But it's 6 a.m. here where I am, and I have not mentioned at all that I was going to be doing this Unleash the Power Within virtual interactive experience, and it's with Tony Robbins and a bunch of other speakers, and it's basically like this like life transformation thing. My dad bought me this ticket because he really wanted to do it, but he's like too busy to do it, so he wants me to kind of do it for him, I guess. So yeah, I've only had like 2 hours of sleep because, so basically, long story short, I waited until the very last second to check my email, but I didn't even get the email notification, so I don't even know what was going on with that. Basically, you had to register to like hold your spot kind of thing, even though you already paid. And so I didn't really know that you had to register, and so I was like frantically like, oh god, because the last part of the registration was you have to like speak with one of their techs to make sure that you have a good enough connection for the experience. And I guess they only had like 3 slots in the past like 3 days, like the 16th, 17th, and 18th, to do the tech check. And I was like, it's like 3 in the morning on Thursday, which is the day it starts. So like, I sat with myself a little bit and did some meditation. I was like, okay, we can figure this out. There's got to be a way. I can't be the only one that missed the registration, like tech checks or whatever. So I hopped on the Facebook page. This is why I love social media, because literally this person was like, oh, they're doing one last tech check at 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 3 hours ahead of me. And literally it was like, I was like within the 10-minute mark, and I was like, and I was just about to go to sleep too. Like, had I gone to sleep, I would have been effed, because they don't actually tell you what time everything is until after you register. So like, I had no idea what time it was gonna be, but I just had this feeling to just keep checking, keep looking, and I'm really glad I did. So yeah, I found out that it starts at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 6:30 a.m. my time. So I had like 2 hours of sleep, which is fine. Completely unprepared, but you know what? That's all a part of the experience, and it's a 4-day thing. So I will definitely have my sleep for tomorrow. I'm gonna be exhausted, but that's okay. I don't really know how this thing works. It's like literally does not stop until 8 p.m. my time. It actually didn't end until 9 p.m., so it was a 15-hour day. So yeah, pretty freaking crazy. So it's literally an all-day thing. I have some water with me. I'm hoping that they give us like a break to get food or something. So I did want to mention that there wasn't any set breaks other than one 30-minute dinner. It ended up being dinner time. It was supposed to be our lunch though. There was a couple of times where we did these like paragraph writings, and like there was like 10 or 15 minutes. So like if you finished early, you could go to the bathroom and kind of get a snack or whatever. But that was basically it. There wasn't any other breaks or anything. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you ever want to do something like this. But if not, I'm just gonna have my dad, like, I'm just calling my dad and be like, Dad, I need food. Dad, I need a bucket to pee in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they're gonna let us have like bathroom breaks. I mean, if it's an all-day thing, I'm guessing. But who knows? We will find out. But I wanted to document this experience because I've never done a virtual, like, life transformation thing, I guess, let alone really any kind of in-person experience like this. So it's pretty exciting, and the fact that you can do it from the comfort of your own home is pretty cool. So yeah, I am excited. I was kind of dreading it at first, to be honest, because I was like, oh god, like, it's gonna be so time consuming. But the thing is like, honey, changing your life is time consuming. Like, what? I'm sure I'm going to get some really good insight and information on these inspirational people. I mean, Tony Robbins himself, literally his whole, like, who he is a life coach type of person. So it's like, there's no way that I'm not gonna leave with a different perspective of some sort. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to, I guess, waste some time a little bit, because the lady that I talked to, the tech lady, she was like, oh, you want to get on there at least 30 minutes beforehand and check in. And I was like, okay, but you can't check in until 9:30, like it won't let you. So I'm like just sitting here. So here I am, just sitting here now. I'm excited to film this experience too, because it's so lucrative. Like, I have had no experience with anything like this, and they don't tell you much. They're just like, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be exciting, blah 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 blah. Granted, I didn't do much research, so kind of my fault for going in blindly like this, but I think it's gonna make for a better experience, and a different perspective for you guys. So stay tuned. It's 6:18 right now. I'm excited. I'll check in later. Hey guys, I'm still in the middle of it, obviously, as you can tell, but I literally just got this in the mail. This is the box that was supposed to come before this started, but I mean, it's only the first day, so I'm not even complaining. But I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys what comes inside. This is my first time opening it, so are you ready for your breakthrough? Yes, I'm 1000% ready. Oh my god, these are so cute. Unleashing greatness. Breakthrough in progress. That's so cute as a door handle. Oh, these are cute. Oh yes, I need this actually. Oh, and a pen. Okay. And the workbook. And the board. Oh my god, the board. Yes. Yes. You get to break this board. And it's supposed to be like a super powerful like moment. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. This has been such a crazy experience. I don't want to record anybody because I don't know who they are and I don't want like permission issues. But oh my god, you guys. I've met some beautiful people. We've done like these like private little group sessions where it's like 4 people and you just like talk and reflect on like these journaling exercises and stuff, and oh my gosh, it is just such an awesome experience. Like, wow, my mind is being blown right now. I just want to document this. I don't have any words. This is such a beautiful experience. I don't even know what to even say right now in this moment. First thing that comes to mind is if you truly, seriously want to do shadow work and go deep within yourself and find those deepest, darkest fears and bring them up and learn how to release them, this fucking man he's an angel. You know, I heard skeptical things about him, Tony Robbins, and I wasn't even my decision to do this. I was gonna do it to video it for my dad, and I thought, oh, well, it'll still be a great experience for me. This is life changing. I literally can't stop crying. This is the best $400 that anyone could ever spend. And even as soon as he starts doing in person, I'm going. I don't care how much it costs. I will save up and I will go. I'm serious. And he doesn't necessarily have the same beliefs as I do, but this is I just have no words. You have to experience it fully. And a few things too that's kind of making me more emotional is that, number one, there's this box that has everything that you need, and I never received it, and I thought that I wasn't gonna have it, because tonight we get to break a board, and it's very significant to the breakthrough of our fears into our success, which I have so many fears. So literally just like maybe an hour ago, my package came, and it's just really significant for me, because it's just like the universe is so aligned with what I'm doing right now and everything, and this couldn't have come at a better time in my life that I needed this. I'm so grateful to be able to be in this position to experience this first-handedly, because I know there's a lot of people who don't have the money or the finances or the means, and I just want to be that person for them, for you guys. Whoever is in that position and you aren't able to participate first-handedly in this, I am here for you, and I promise you that it may not be in this video necessarily, but I am going to teach you how to do what this fucking man is doing. What he's doing to me, I'm gonna do to you. For free. And obviously in my own way, but it's just so inspiring, because that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be an inspiration, and I want to show my journey, to show that this is real. It's not just one day you wake up and everything's perfect and everything's healed. No, I'm showing you the before, into the never-ending after. That's all I'm gonna say for now, because we have a little dinner break. But I'm gonna transfer all my notes and stuff into my workbook that I got, so that's what I'm gonna do. I love you guys, and I'll check in a little bit.
Hey, let me see you. Oh, I can see right here. And at any point in time, this entire studio may just, I guess they don't think you're ready. Because at any moment in time, you may have to get into a peak. Hello? Are you even out there? A peak challenge. Come on, everybody!
Okay guys, hi. I finally finished everything, as you can tell, and I have my ring light all set up so I look fancy now, even though I don't look the best. But you know what, we're not gonna talk about that because it doesn't matter. I just wanted to take a minute and kind of reflect my thoughts on day one of this Unleash the Power Within. This was completely unexpected. I had really no expectations going in on this, I guess I'll call it like a virtual experience. That's what they're calling it. Because it's not a seminar, it's not a webinar, it's not a class. It is a literal experience of just figuring out what is blocking you in your life and figuring out how to change it and figuring out how to keep it. I'm still kind of at a loss for words just because there's so much that happened and I only got like 1.5 hours of sleep and I have strep throat right now, so I'm kind of just like a little delirious. But I will say I drank this whole freaking thing of water. I'm saying this whole thing because I had like 2 glasses of water, maybe 3 before I even filled this thing up. And this is, I believe this is 64 ounces. So I'm definitely not dehydrated. Let me just tell you this. If you are thinking about doing one of these Tony Robbins experiences, 1000% do it. You will not be disappointed. I had no idea what I was going into in this. I thought that I was just gonna learn some good like life coach tips and stuff like that. I mean, I knew who Tony Robbins is, but I didn't ever look him up or look up his videos, nothing. I had no like kind of idea of how his experiences work. So, to say the least, I was just absolutely blown away. I mean, between the personal stories he told, the stories of other people that he's helped, just the inspiration and the way he speaks is just like, it gets you. It gets you right here. And then these exercises that he did between the moving around and jumping and dancing and all this great energy, and like you get to see everybody doing it in their own homes. Like it's a very enlightening experience. But I think the part that broke me literally, in the best ways possible, was when we did the heart exercise. And I'm just going to briefly explain it, but he had us put our hands on our heart and he had us think about a moment of gratitude that we had and a moment of joy and just kind of fill our hearts and feel that feeling and be in that moment. And all I could do was really just start crying. I'm gonna start crying now because I don't think I've allowed myself to feel these past feelings as gratitude and happiness and joyous, because I corresponded them with all of these stressful times, and I think that I just kind of corresponded my past with stress and anxiety and struggle, that I really had a hard time thinking about one specific moment that made me feel grateful or happy or joyous. And as I started actually thinking about moments that I have, genuine moments, and the majority of those people that I have those moments with aren't in my life anymore, there's still moments that I had that genuine feeling, that I felt alive. And I think that this exercise just kind of puts it in perspective that no matter what point in your life you were at during that feeling, it doesn't matter. You felt that feeling, and that's what matters. That's the important part. And I think that's really what made me cry the most, was that I was realizing all of these beautiful moments that I have in my memory, that I was corresponding those with stress, anxiety, struggle, pain, hurt, all of these negative emotions. And so when I think of the past, it makes me sad. It makes me go, wow, you've been through a lot, instead of, wow, you've been through so much and look at where you are now. You see the difference? Wow, you've really been through a lot. Wow, you have been through so much and look at where you are now. And I just broke down. I just completely broke down. And the part that really just, I have no words on how it makes me feel, obviously, was when we put our hands on our heart and we stick one hand out and we grab memories, future memories, pillar memory points that we want, and we say, yes, 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 they are mine, I claim them. That is so inspirational. And he was crying, and so many people were crying and happy and joyous, and it was just a collective moment. It was a collective moment of pure bliss, pure grace, as he calls it, grace. And grace meaning God, universe, whatever religion, it doesn't matter, but grace is what you feel when you are enlightened. And I just, it was a utterly transforming experience already. And this is just the first day, so like, wow. But I wanted to share with you guys my board, because they give you a wooden board that you get to break at the end of the first day, and I broke mine. But I wanted to share with you guys, basically, he had us write on one side, what is limiting you, what is blocking you from getting to where you need to be, from living your best life. And then on the other side, you write what you are now. After going through this whole day, 15 hours of digging deep down inside, of understanding, literally setting the foundation of how we work, how our emotions work, what basic needs we all have that we tend to rely on, and how those needs can be negative and positive. I feel like a different person already. That's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but at the same time, I am beyond ready for this. I mean, if you have watched all of my videos thus far, you know that I've been struggling, going back and forth with my journey of life transformation, and this couldn't have come at a better time. I just last week was going through a full block, and now this whole weekend I get to just enlighten myself and grow and get rid of those limitations, no matter how much that scares me. And it's scary. It's not easy. it's not just, it's easier said than done, but I know that these tools that he's teaching us, and even when I'm implementing it, I have to get up at 6 in the morning every morning for this, and I've been wanting to get up early, and I forced myself today. Like I said, I only got an hour and a half of sleep, and I pushed through, and I am setting the foundations that I want for my new life, for my new timeline, for whatever you want to call it, whatever resonates with you. For me, it's within the universal laws and manifestation, but it all goes hand in hand. I mean, even what Tony Robbins was talking about, he's not a spiritual person in the sense that I am in what I believe in. He's Christian, and there's nothing wrong with that, and he didn't shove it down my throat. He used God as an example, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So let me get to my board. So on the side of limitations, I have self-doubt, because I constantly doubt myself. I constantly think that I'm going to fail, or I'm afraid of success, that I just kind of drop things off. I don't stay committed to anything that I start. Comfort zone. So that kind of goes hand in hand with that. So I'm so used to being in this comfort zone of, oh, you know, I'm just gonna do me and just like not do anything, and it just does absolutely nothing for me. I mean, I'm 21 years old, and I understand that that's young. I understand that a lot of people always say like, oh, you're 21? Oh, wow. Like, I remember when I was 21, like, I understand that I'm still young, but at the same time, I'm not getting any younger. And I don't want to forever be living at home, relying on my family for finances and for stability. Like, I want my own life, and I want to fulfill it the way that I want to. So, it just kind of is that scary feeling, like, you know, so that's like the whole battle, is like, staying in my comfort zone is not going to help me achieve anything that I want for myself. Nothing at all. It's going to keep me in this cycle of dependency and lack of boundaries and just toxicity. So the next thing is stagnant, and I put stagnant because this represents the cycles that I have been experiencing that keep me in this stagnant space, that keep me from evolving. Every time that I try to evolve, I go back into these cycles that just plateaus me. And Tony Robbins said something. He said, if you're not growing, you're dying. If your business isn't growing, it's dying. If you aren't growing, you're dying. And it just like hit me, like, if I'm not growing, I'm dying. There's no stagnant. So that was kind of just a metaphorical word, because I didn't want to put dying, like that was kind of intense. So yeah, just a reminder, just you can't be stagnant. That is no such thing. No such thing. And then comparing myself. I tend to do this a lot, and I know a lot of people can relate to this because we all, you know, have social media. We know what social media is, blah, blah, blah. And we tend to compare ourselves to a lot of people through all these platforms. And it is definitely something that I struggle with, and the reason why it's taken me so long to have a channel and be so vulnerable online, because you know, you want to be perfect, you want to be aesthetic, you want to be this persona that you see other people being, but they're just trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So it's like, when is the cycle going to end? When are we just going to be ourselves and be okay with that? And for me personally, I'm learning that. I'm definitely learning that. It's more of the mindset than it is the actual action now. So Yeah. And then I put fear in the middle because all of these root from fear. From the fear of failure, the fear of leaving my comfort zone, the fear of evolving, and the fear of being unique, the fear of not being like everyone else. So yeah. So that's what I released when I broke this board. I released all of those low vibrational thoughts and mindset and everything that I had been implementing, even subconsciously, in my life. And now I am growth, I am self-love, I have no fear, I am a successful YouTuber, I am a divine being, I am a divine manifester. So I put these just as little manifestations, but also Tony Robbins told us to write down in I am sentences, because that's what we are right now. That's what we are implementing as of right now. You know, after today, after learning all that we learned, now is the time. And once we start implementing it, these next 3 days, we're gonna learn how to stick to it. And from there, you know, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, you know. So I am completely motivated. I am super excited to be experiencing this, and I'm grateful to be sharing it with you guys as well. I really want to post this tonight because I want to make sure that it's like up to date. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer it right away, or if you want to see some other kind of footage, maybe I can see if I can get some more footage. I didn't really want to get a lot of actual video footage because you're technically not supposed to video the virtual experience, but I think I got what I can. And if you guys want to see more like of kind of what I do, tomorrow I'm going to be in my living room instead of in my room, so it's going to be a bigger space, so I'll probably get more footage of like the dancing stuff and some of the workshops, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I really hope that it inspires any of you guys, even just one of you guys, to just go for it. Literally just go for it. It doesn't matter if it's Tony Robbins or anybody, or just even look up, you know, shadow work, or how to go within, how to unlock your inner self, and just start with research or start with journaling. Just start with jotting down your thoughts and your feelings. And once you start to understand who you are inside, you will start to understand what is blocking you from your truest potential. And it's a beautiful experience. It is a hard experience. It is a scary experience, but it is so beautiful. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.